Hello and welcome to this February 14th, 2011 video version of Invested Central's Anatomy of a Trade. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you this week's Anatomy of a Trade. This presentation is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we're going to take a look at Anadigix, ticker symbol ANAD. We really want to emphasize the point that many of these stocks will not turn out the way we anticipate. That's just the nature of trading. There are no guarantees, and so we always want to make sure we emphasize the importance of maintaining stops and adhering to some key discipline techniques that we like to try to adhere to at Invested Central. Taking a look at this chart, Anadigix, you can see that we had highlighted, this was a chart of the day, by the way, that went out to our gold and silver members. You can see that during this period from the second week of September through the end of October, how we had really increased the volume. It appeared there was a lot of accumulation. We did make one pullback, went just below the 50-day moving average, put in a reversing candlestick, and then right back up again. When we broke out in early December above the late October highs, you can see the volume picked up again. So everything looked good here. We did actually print a little bit of a negative divergence when we put in higher highs here with a lower MACD. That suggested things were getting a little ahead of itself. Probably we're going to get a 50-day test. Well, we went down to the 50-day, bounced a little, and then we came back down beneath the 50-day. Now, ordinarily, when a stock loses its 50-day moving average, we would be bailing and moving to the sidelines. In this case, the major area of price support was below the 50-day moving average. There was very good price support at $6.79. We saw that we had come back, we had tested that. We actually put in a bullish engulfing candle off the bottom, which indicates the likelihood of a reversal. So we had this downtrend in play, a reversing candle, came in right at this price support. We bounced a little bit, and it was the next day that we suggested, okay, this is a pretty decent reward to risk area to enter ANAD, but we wanted to be careful about this 679 price area breakout that we had, because that was an area that we really wanted to see hold to the downside. Well, ANAD kind of went sideways for a few days, never really made much of a push. The MACD had broken down below the center line. The 20-day crossed back beneath the 50-day. So there were some technical breakdowns that were starting to happen. But you can see back on Wednesday of last week, we actually closed well below the 679 level. I think we closed about 670. Volume was just kind of so-so, but it was a break of our price support area. And take a look at what happened after that the next couple of days. Really, ANAD took a big hit, very heavy volume. And these are the types of days that we would try. We try to avoid it, as best we can. We know it's not easy, but it is important to kind of keep an eye on those major support levels, because again, not all trades are going to work out in our favor. And when things start to deteriorate, it's much better to take a small loss, move back to the sidelines, and then redeploy into something that looks better than to sit back and hope that a stock is going to make a big reversal off of a decline like this. So, we just wanted to point it out. Again, most of the time we really concentrate on winning trades and things that, work in our favor, but we also want to kind of keep it real and let everyone know that there are going to be trades that are not going to work out, and therefore we have to make sure we stay disciplined and keep those stops in play. The Anatomy of a Trade is designed to communicate the trading style of Invested Central. We use technical analysis tools to determine the appropriate timing of entry and exit points on stocks to maximize returns and minimize risks. For more information on the types of services we offer, please visit our website at www.investedcentral.com. Again, that's www.investedcentral, INVESTED Central.com. Happy trading.